Thank you very much for these talks. I have a question about jealousy. I feel a difficult sensation in my upper chest whenever my partner praises people, especially other women who he is close to. I've felt in the past that some of his actions involving women were disrespectful to me. I get lost in the intellect, wondering, do I end the relationship or do I need to get over the jealousy and accept that his actions are okay? Thank you. Love, Nisa. Thanks, Nisa. I think that that's not the most easy subject. So that's not the, it's not something that I can specifically answer for you. It's something that you have to come to understand for yourself. So from relationships I've had with people, I normally feel like my gut instinct is true. But it took me many relationships to realize this, and it's still something that I have to address from time to time, that my gut instinct in friendships or relationships is normally true. And then what happens after that is what takes me out of balance. What I used to do in the past was I wanted the other person to confirm what I felt to be true. So I would often ask the other person if what I felt was true. And I gave the other person too much power when I did that. Because it's really something that you've got to come to conclude by yourself. Because the other person has their agendas and their feelings, and maybe if they are doing something that's not respectful to you, they might not be aware of that. And it wasn't really fair on me to give that person so much power to validate what I felt. I found for myself that most of the time when I had strong feelings about someone, I was right. Then what made me out of balance was firstly waiting for them to approve what I felt, and secondly most probably putting that emotion on them, like it's your own feeling at the end of the day. And if they are acting in inappropriate ways, it's not really their fault. That's the particular way they're set up, and you can't really change them in an instant. It's something that they have to be willing to address, and it's not your job to try to change them. It's your job to be honest and truthful with yourself and what you feel. So now if I could go back and give Lisa advice, my advice when I was younger in relationships, my advice would be to trust my feelings, but not to project them onto others and blame others or try to convert others. Own my feelings and then take action from my feelings. And actually this is advice I would still give to myself, like this is really good advice. Like I still sometimes maybe on the other person to confirm something or not confirm something, and really it's not their job to. And they might not even be aware of what they're doing. Most of the time I've realised that I personally have really good intuition, but that doesn't mean that the other person will have the ability to see that. At the end of the day, your emotional body and life in one way is a very private affair. And whatever the other person is doing to hurt you or be manipulative or not be manipulative, whatever that person is doing, you have to deal with your own emotions, and you have to make choices on your own emotions. And looking out for too much confirmation from other people is going to confuse you more than likely. If he's being disrespectful with you with other women, which may be the case, you can't change him until he's ready to see that for himself, and you can't force him into that. He has to be ready and open and willing to do that. So you can either agree to live with that, or you can both agree to receive help for that, or you keep trying to confront him about it, but this will cause a lot of conflict if he's not ready to see it. Or you can walk away. These are your options, and these aren't for me to decide. These aren't for him to decide. You have to meditate on your feelings and see what rings true. Really understand what your body's saying. On the human level, this is the wise thing to do.